from the land of the musician prophets, Tiffy Music.
Hey, what up guys? How you doing? My name is Tiffy Music and I'm so excited to be here again right here on YouTube. You know, for a long time now I've been off and I apologize for that. Okay, I really apologize for that. I know some issues came up, but thank God I'm here. Oh, glory to God. Alright, we're on the new series of 5 easy steps to to be in charge as a band leader. A lot of us are really having so much responsibilities in the band and the choir. Easy steps, you know, these are my tips. All right, easy steps from me. All right, to help anyone out there who is probably in charge as a band leader. This could actually help, and really support so much. So, what are these 5 easy steps to be in charge as a band leader? You know what? A band leader is someone who is not just sorry. Let me make it straight. Not just being in charge as a band leader, but on stage you're in charge. You understand? If you notice, most times you watch videos of music people on stage performing, either in the gospel or in the secular, whichever one. You'll notice that every band has a leader on stage. On the stage, there is always someone who is always having a talkback mic. A talk back mic. Alright, I gotta correct myself there. Who is always controlling the musicians, letting them to know, okay, this is what we gotta do, this is what we have to do, okay, why not do this, why not do this? Someone is in charge, controlling the whole band. You understand? So the band needs a leader, the band needs a conductor, someone that can remind them, okay guys, let's stay low, alright guys, open, alright guys, let's go to the saw, let's go to the fifths, let's go, There is someone more like a director, just like you have a music a choir master, so you also have a band leader. So this is a band leader on the field of play, on the stage. You get? And number 1 easy steps from me to actually help every band leader out there to be in charge. What I mean to be in charge. They cool. You understand? Your pride will rise. You understand? So one of the easy steps that should be of help is destroy self-doubt. Destroying self-doubt is going to go a long way. Now, I've had issues with a lot of good pianists, a lot of good drummers, a lot of good instrumentalists who are pretty good, and they have certain duties to play in the band, but they have issues with they have this lack of trust in themselves. They have this self-doubt. It's more like they feel they can't do it. They feel they can't control the band. They feel they can't talk to the bassist. Oh no, that note you're playing isn't good. Okay, it's really good. Okay, why not do this? Okay, this, such directions. They feel like, oh, they cannot actually coordinate or talk to 1 or 2 persons, while they are playing, because on the field of play, a lot of things goes on. So everybody, what I mean, you need someone who is supposed to be a watch over, more like a music coordinator on stage, someone who is supposed to be a watchman over the musician. So a couple of these guys actually have this issue of self-doubt, and it's really affecting them so much. Self-doubt will hinder you and make you look so important before your fellow musicians. As a band leader on stage, you will have to destroy self-doubt. Self-doubt is a very dangerous thing that could make you look like you don't know how to play. The funny part is that a lot of people who have self-doubt are very good and very anointed musicians. Trust me, I've met a lot who are very good, but on the field of play, they could play, but they are leaders. They have been appointed as band leaders on stage. In other words, they're supposed to direct, like a coordinator, like, control the band, you understand, right on stage. But there's this shy, they're not confident, there's not this proactivity and all that. So that is a very big challenge to every band leader who is a leader on stage. Leader on stage or backstage, whichever way, you have to destroy self-doubt, and that is so paramount. Number 2, deliberately practicing. when you have a deliberate practice, when I mean deliberate practice, it's not just your normal rehearsal. You are deliberate about your practice. You have a goal while you're rehearsing. A lot of us as musicians, we rehearse and it's good, all right? We rehearse, it's very, very good, but we don't have a goal. Why are you rehearsing? Why are you rehearsing your major skills? Why are you rehearsing your chords? Why are you doing your vocal exercises? A lot of people just want to do their exercises because they see people doing exercises. They see people doing training. They want to go for training. Why do you want to go for training? There must be a goal. It's either you're trying to work on your fingering, or you're trying to work on your chords, or you're trying to work on your music hearing, or your notations, tonic suffers. So when you hear a note as, you should be able to know da da da, something like that. I don't know if you understand what I mean. You should be able to have a deliberate, thoughtful moment of while you're practicing. So it's called deliberate practicing. You must be deliberate about your rehearsal. You have to put your whole life into this. You have to state the goals and why, the reasons, what you want to achieve in this rehearsal. It's called deliberate practice. You want to be a good music, good band leader on stage. Then you have to have a constant practice. You have to own it. You have to hunger for it. A lot of times practice looks so boring, and I understand so much. There are days in music where we have issues with practicing. You know why I say that? You know why I say that? Because some people don't really want to accept that fact. I used to go to a music school. Music school is an important place to be as a music person, because it would give you a push beyond your normal limits. You understand? So there are days you get into practice and it will be so boring, because imagine practicing your major scales for over an hour. Come on, just a major scale. Ba, 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 on all keys, and you have to do that for the next 1 hour. Man, that sounds boring. Come on. Who does that? But there are a couple of things that you could rehearse, and you've probably been asked to work on chords, work on your diatonic track, for 2 hours. Come on. A lot of us want to just do it on time and just go. But there's an essence why you're doing this, you're taking your time. It's a deliberate practice. Don't practice till you get it right. Practice till you can't get it wrong. That's what it means to be in deliberate practicing moment. You get the gist. So this is one of the 5 easy steps to be in charge. You are in control. Your practice will give you more knowledge. You can't rule people if you are not knowledgeable about what you're doing. You can't be in charge. You must be knowledgeable about the music itself, about your craft. You are confident about it. Deliberate practice will give you confidence. The last time I talked about killing self-doubt. That's building confidence. A lot of us don't have confidence. It's not because you don't have the confidence, or because you can't even vouch for what you are playing, what you are doing. And that's because you don't have a deliberate practicing lifestyle. So just kill the desire of not having self-trust, kill the desire of not having a deliberate practicing. And honestly, you will become a good band leader. This is so simple. And the third one is one of my favorite one. Years ago, I remembered a colleague of mine, a friend of mine, who plays the piano very well. All right, I love the way he plays. He has this, there's this simplicity in what he does, and despite his simplicity, his professionalism in what he's doing. So I went to him and I started talking to him, and I said, bro, I love the way you're playing, and I really would love to actually learn from you. I was really good at some point, but this guy was better than I do. And come on now, I have to throw pride away and go to him, even if it looks like we should be of the same age, or probably I'm older than you, something like that. Just a street boy who grew up becoming a musician, And he said to me something. He said, during the conversation, he said something to me about what makes you a professional musician It's not because of the skills you know, or the skills, or the cause you know. There's oh, this guy is a professional. No, it's the ability to be creative. So it brings me to my third point: be open to new ideas. New ideas. Open to new ideas. You want to be a good band leader on the field of play, on stage. You must be creative. You must be creative. Creativity is what sets you aside. Honestly, what makes you better than the next musician? It's not because of what you do. It's not because of what you know or what he knows. Of course, knowledge also have another hand in helping you becoming a better band leader. So this video is particularly for those who wants to be a very good band leader, or they are band leaders but need ideas on how to build their self. All right, this is going to help us. You must build on creativity. How do we build on creativity? Be open to new ideas. When you are playing with your band, with your crew, don't just play and lose your sense of sensitivity, or creativity rather. That's a good word to use. You must be open to new ideas. While on the field of play, something can drop in. Open your mind, open your spirit while you are playing. I don't have my pedal here. I could just do something. All right. You're playing and you have something like, so you are good and your mercy is forever. Hallelujah. Something like that. You are good and your mercy is forever. Hallelujah. Da. You are good and your mercy is forever. Hallelujah. I don't know if you understand what I did. There was a difference in what I did. The normal progression. Then I tried to spice it up. That's creativity. Try to do something. Try to do something unique. You know, you can just like, okay, you know what? Let's just do it. You are good and your mercy is forever. Hallelujah. What's that called? Hallelujah. Okay, that's good. You understand? You have that in your spirit. Try and initiate it. Then you initiate it to your fellow band crew. You know what? It goes a long way. Creativity takes you a very long way. Don't just be so stiff-necked. You know, just you are good and your blessings forever. Hallelujah. Be creative. And you are deliberately being creative. This will set you aside. These are one of the easy steps to becoming a proactive band leader. That's the word. All right, you be in charge. You're taking control, and that's sweet. That's beautiful. Creativity goes a long way. This fourth one is one of the ones that I see a lot of musicians are playing victim of, and it is lack of communication. Lack of communication, brother. You can imagine a band leader who is on the field of play. He lacks good communication with his cliques. If you want to be a very good, successful, all right, proactive, you know, how do I pull the word? Okay, an experienced band leader. One who is in charge. One who, you know, there's something about being in charge. Your pride, it grows. You know, you see my left shoulder, it's growing. It's pride. It's prided. Okay, all right, let's stay there. These steps of being in the area of lacking communication of skills with your fellow colleagues, it's a bad one. So for you to be a very good pronounced band leader, one who is in charge, you need to learn communication. Don't just play as though you are playing for yourself. Don't just play as though you're the only person playing. Man, you are playing with your bassists, you are playing with your drummer, you are also playing with your guitarists, even with your singers. As a pianist, I could throw ideas to my worshiper while he's on stage, and I could play him, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's try to do this, and I'm like giving him some kind of progressions, some ideas, and he's like, wow, Tiffy, that's a good one. I love what you did. Do it again. And he's giving me the sign to do it again. I initiated such ideas to him, and now he's buying to that idea. That's communication. or probably the drummer was giving me a groove that wasn't going well, and I had a groove, a chord movement in my head, and because what I'm gonna do isn't gonna go well with what he's doing. What do? Communication states that I give him eye contact, or talk to him, or talk back, talk on the mic and tell them, you know what, bro, let's do this. Let's go to Makosa. Let's go to this. Let's go to that. Whatever groove. That's communication. Not just stay and just play. You're playing something else. You are playing something else. Come on. And you are a band leader? Are you really a band leader? If you are a band leader, then you dare not lack communication. You must build communication. See, communication is so important. Honestly. Do you know how important communication is to relationship? That's how important it is to musician. In fact, communication makes musician last longer together. Yes, communication makes musicians last longer together. So you should build that strength. And how can you build that unity? Communicate with your guys. Communicate with them. That makes you a very successful band leader, one who is in charge on stage. And I'm so certain a lot of musicians are going to like this one. This is the 5th easy steps to becoming in charge, one who is in charge as a band leader, even on stage, even off stage as well. Spending time with your fellow musicians. As a band leader, if you want to be successful as a band leader, you should know one thing: you are moving with human, and human being, based on scientists or study, human being are one of the most difficult people to work with. I agree, yes. So you must learn how to win their hearts. Just be in good terms with them, spend time with them, buy gifts for them. Woo! Buy food for them. We like food. Oh my God, you buy BB for us, like beans and bread, you understand? Man, you tell me to play do, I'll play do. Tell me to play Sozi, I'll play Sozi. Tell me to play La Toffee, so I don't know if that exists. I'll do that. You know why? Because you stole my heart. It's not like because I'm actually moved by what you have done, no, but it has a psychological and mental way to affect the musicians, you understand? So this last tips is going to help you as a band leader. Spend some time with your guys. Don't be too harsh. Don't be too rude. Man, be free. Become their friends. Don't think it's when you're now because you wear suit and you'll not be so stiff-necked. No, not that. Not that. Be free. Be open, alright? And just be free. Make them your friend. Alright? Make them your friend. And this is going to make you so successful as a band leader. So when you're on stage and you look at him and tell him, he knows you say you play so. If you tell him like this, you will know you say you play Ray. If you tell her this, you will say me. I know that's gonna do it too. But on a more serious note, these tips are gonna so help you. And take it home, practice this, put it to thought, take these words I've said, the 5 tips, meditate on them. It'll help you grow faster, build your brand, build your band, be in charge, rule. And later on, my guy, you produce good music. You be happy. You get the gist. Till I come your way next time. My name is Tiffy Music, the only one, the musician prophet. I prophesy over your life, more chords to your ministry. You shall play more scales, more strokes. Yes, in the name of Jesus. Take it.